Do you want a Frenchie?
Well, here's 10 things we wish we knew before we got Emmy.
So number one, we wish we knew how stubborn they are, especially when it comes to potty training.
When we first got Emmy, she would actually go in the house. So we had to figure out a way to kind of get around that. It was pretty funny.
So actually, just a little quick story. One time we actually caught her in the act of literally squatting, about to squat and do it. And we were telling her, no, Emmy, don't. And then she deliberately looks at us and just does it on the rug. So that's an example of stubbornness.
And a good fact is that it takes just about 8 months for them to get actually fully used to going outside, or at least crying by the door. One thing that we're very happy about is that Emmy actually cries by the door now when she has to use the restroom. So over time, it definitely progresses. Number 2, allergies. So this category is definitely a learning experience. It takes time per puppy or whatever dog that you may have. You're gonna find it out, and you kind of have to be very attentive to everything that happens to your dog. So to give you an example, when we first got Emmy, she was allergic to the outside environment, and she's also allergic to some types of her food.
But we didn't know it was the outside environment at that point.
Take them to the vet at least once a month when they're puppy and you get them. And if they're showing you any signs that they need to be taken to the vet, do it on the spot. You'll never leave any room to actually wait or give it any chance to get into something worse than it could have been.
The third topic at hand is it's farting. They fart a lot. It's so bad. You guys, we were aware that they fart, but the amount per day is ridiculous. I will say when we changed her to a raw diet, it definitely decreased a little bit, but they still smell. They're very cute, but they have the worst farts.
It's crazy how an animal so small can carry such a nuclear weapon in their body. The introduction, Emmy.
She's not really. She's just doing her thing, guys.
Sleepy. Number 4. So this one is reverse sneezing. When we first got Emmy, there was no signs of this. We didn't even know what it was. We didn't even know that it existed. And one day, out of nowhere, she just started, we thought she was broken.
For real. I looked at Austin and I was like, what is she doing? This is not normal.
It was definitely scary. So when that happened, we pretty much were like, oh my God, do we need to take her to the vet?
I woke up in panic. I'm a light sleeper. So when I heard that sound, I went to her and I woke up Austin and I was like, what is this sound?
It was trippy, man. It was definitely trippy.
Basically, reverse sneezing, they do their normal sneeze, and then sometimes they do the opposite. So it's just it almost sounds like a inhale, like an intense inhale.
It sounds like they're snorting.
Number 5, alternative ways of clipping nails. You guys, like we said, the stubbornness doesn't just go for potty training. It also goes for many things. And one of them for us is clipping nails. So Emmy does not allow us to clip her nails. In the beginning, she did a little bit, but now she doesn't. And so fortunately, we found out that our vet gives that service of clipping nails. So she does go there, which is good because we discovered that she has longer nail beds. So if we were to cut them, God knows if we were to hurt her. So thankfully we have that option, but I wish there were more ways we could learn to clip her nails.
Number 6. So these dogs are extremely loyal. As you know, this is why everybody loves Frenchies. These dogs love everybody and they give love to everything and everyone, even Zala. So it's definitely a good experience to have a Frenchie around the household, just good energy all the time. You're always gonna be able to, find comfort in having this type of dog.
Number 7, I really, 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 really wish we knew more about how sensitive they are to heat. There's a lot of things that you have to do to make sure that a Frenchie is remaining cool, especially in the summertime.
Definitely. If you guys don't know, Dogs release heat through their paws, so it's very important to make sure you know how hot it is outside because that actually reflects on the ground. So let's just say, for instance, it's 85 degrees outside. It'll actually be 105 degrees on the concrete and 125 degrees on asphalt. So that's not good for a Frenchie, nor is it good for any dog. You gotta be considerate because it definitely impacts them.
So make sure to do your research. We are learning this as we go and we want to share it with you guys, but hence why we say we wish we knew more about it.
Emmy sometimes, when she's outside and she's even outside for 2 minutes and it's very hot, she'll start panting for air just because she doesn't get the same type of passage of air as many other dogs. So it's very important that you're aware of all of these things, especially with the weather, because the most important thing I can tell you about Frenchies, the weather definitely affects their quality of life.
I'm gonna put you guys onto a term, okay? It's called brachycephalic syndrome.
Brachycephalic. So basically it's a pathological condition that affects short-nosed dogs, which can actually cause basically breathing distress. Number 8, rest in peace Kobe Bryant. The one thing that we want to keep in mind for you guys and for ourselves is always go with a breeder that you can trust. These dogs are very, very pricey. They're also very exotic dogs. So the main thing that you have to look for with a breeder is transparency, honesty, good communication skills, and also somebody that is very upfront with you. So make sure when you do try to look for a breeder that you can trust them and they give you all of the information up front. That way you don't have to second guess your decision to get a Frenchie.
Not only that, but make sure that they are health tested. Important key, especially if you are wanting to start your own kennel. To start it correctly, you have to make sure that they're 100% in the clear. Number 9, they don't really need expensive toys. This is what we purchased for her.
And this is what she wants to play with. Last but not least, number 10. Last but not least, number 10, insurance. So I definitely believe this is key to anybody who wants to take care of their dogs, to anybody that wants to breed, or anybody just wants to do the best or the most that they can for their animal. So insurance is gonna save you a lot of money, and it's also gonna save you a lot of time when it comes to actually saving up for any treatments that you may need or anything of that sort. So we do suggest to anyone, if you do want to give your dogs the proper care and you actually need to take care of your dog, insurance is the best way to go. We use Nationwide.
Nationwide is on your side.
And this is not a paid advertisement. Go with whoever you feel right with, but insurance is definitely a must.
But for real, Nationwide is really, really great, especially if you want to get breeds like Frenchies, because they're very sensitive. A lot of things can occur, so the best thing you can do for yourself is get pet insurance.
Well, JBK fam, there you have it. That's our 10 things that we wish we knew before getting a Frenchie. Some are kind of self-explanatory, some are fun facts, some are truth.
Would you guys buy a Frenchie again after knowing all this stuff?
Heck yes! We're just gonna do it right this time.
Yes, we definitely buy a Frenchie. It's a great experience and it's definitely a good pet to have. We want to actually show you guys, once we get the bully and mix it with the Frenchie, how they interact with each other. It's gonna be a cool experience.
Just to correct, we're not gonna like breed them. We're not mixing them. He means like them as a duo.
We're gonna have a French bully. American Frenchie. That'd be a weird ass dog. Big ass body, small ass head.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
They're meant for family, they're meant for love. They need affection, they need a trust. They are for you, they are for me. They're the jungle boy.